Creativity changes the everyday. Creativity is beautiful. Creativity is active. Creativity is freedom. Alpha NEX5 debut.
Sony.
Well, here I am at ATE 2012 in Perth, and I've bumped into an old friend a long way from home, Saltbush Mick from Heading Bush Outback Adventures. How's it going?
Yeah, not bad actually. 24th year of operation this year, and we're feeling good about the whole scenario.
Absolutely, it's amazing. Well, I've been following your business with interest, and you've got a new website, new colours and all that sort of stuff, but I'm also been told you've got some new tours and new programs that are really exciting.
Very exciting. We've decided to venture further north into the Flinders Ranges from our traditional 3-day tour to Alpina Pound up to now a 5-day tour,
wow,
including Arkaroola, to the Wilderness Sanctuary up there in the Gammon Ranges. Absolutely fantastic and very exciting.
That's amazing. So is this in response to demand, or because you've sort of thought, well, okay, here's some places in Australia that people haven't been to before and we're going to offer them as new product?
Yeah, I believe it's new product, but we also believe the domestic market want Arkaroola. A lot of the domestic market in Australia know of Arkaroola.
Yep.
There's been nobody running successful operations there for many years now. I was up there recently, met Doug Sprigg, who said, Mick, why don't you come back up here? So I said, yeah, why not? So I went and had a look up there, and it's fantastic. It's now been classified as a wilderness sanctuary. No more mining up there, which is a huge progressive part of what's going on there, and you just can't miss with it. The amount of wildlife, the rugged terrain, we include the famous Ridgetop tour as part of the tour. It's just incredible.
Look, there's a lot of people working in your space, taking people out into the outback all over Australia. What makes you special, and what makes Heading Bush Outback Adventures unique? Because I know you've got a lot of unique products, but what's the real sort of unique selling proposition? Well,
I think basically that's where I grew up. My family comes from the Flinders Range. Originally, my great-grandfather was Captain Peter Murdoch, who sailed one of the first sailing ships into Port Germain. That's where my family come from. When we were kids, the old man would say, let's head bush, guys. So we'd hop in the old car trailers, and it's where we come from. But also, I travelled the world for many years, and after coming back to Australia, I just wanted to keep travelling. So I decided to take people up in the area my family come from, and the area of Australia which is not commercialised. And to me, it's the real outback.
Yeah. And I suppose as well, because this is your home, right? And it's been your home and your family's home for many years. So you've got a lot of connections with people that don't normally talk to the other tours and things like that. And you can show it, you can get right under the skin.
Absolutely. We have a workshop up in the Flinders Ranges in Corn. That's where my daughter was born. Our history goes back a long way in that area. And we decided, I haven't priced ourselves out of the marketplace either. There's a lot of people up there trying to make a lot of money in tourism. Well, you have to have the passion as well. And you have to love what you do. One of the new things we do are our group tours to the Flinders Ranges, which is being really successful. I took a group of 35 Singaporean kids up there last week. I had them in the palm of my hand, so at the end they were saying, unbelievable, unbelievable.
This is Singaporean kids who probably have never been anywhere where there's no buildings.
Absolutely. We shared a sheet for them. We took them and showed them how the kids study on School of the Air up in the Flinders Ranges.
So in terms of the mix of your business, what percentage is international, what percentage is domestic?
Depends what we're talking. With our Lake Air tours, of course, Lake Air is filled up again, another fantastic year. It's 98% domestic. Our Flinders Range is half and half domestic, half international. Our big 10-day expedition from Adelaide to Alice Springs is now mainly international, but the domestic market is growing. The 25 to 55-year-old Australians who haven't seen their own outback have now coming on our big 10-day expedition from Adelaide to Alice Springs, including the Flinders Ranges. And, of course, our new 3-day Southern York Peninsula tour.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which we've developed. Nobody's really done Southern York Peninsula. Right down the very bottom, you have Innes National Park, one of those spectacular coastlines in the world. So we go down there, we get involved with the local Aboriginal people on York Peninsula. We spend 2 hours looking at ancient fish traps and ancient ochre pits and spiritual stories. Then we go right down the bottom of southern York. It's this wild coastline of South Australia. It's untamed. It's one of the best pristine coastline in the world.
Yeah. Are you beginning to see, and Tourism Australia and all the national tourism organisations are talking about the growth of business from China and other countries in Asia? I mean, you're talking about Singaporean kids coming down to... Are you beginning to see some Chinese people come through the system?
No, not Chinese in South Australia. I think it's too fresh and too young. The market's too young. But certainly Singaporean, Malaysian markets who know South Australia.
And are English speaking.
And English speaking. And they want a bit of adventure. They want a bit of Outback. And the Flinders Ranges in particular is so perfectly suited. You can't miss. Within 3 hours during the southern Flinders Ranges, surrounded by mountains which are 600 million years old, emus, kangaroos surrounding these kids and these groups, you can't miss.
You know, one of the things I find exciting about talking to you every so often is there's an amazing passion that comes through in what you say, and I can imagine you being on the top of the Flinders Ranges somewhere, talking to these people with this amazing passion and depth of knowledge. You know, you live, breathe and sleep this, don't you? I
do. One of the most beautiful things happened last week. It was only 2 days ago. I was in the Flinders with a Singaporean group, and one of the young boys, who was about 15 years old, had them all saying unbelievable. And then at the trip, this kid said, "Mick." I said, "Yes, John." And he said, "I love you, Mick." Oh. That was just made my 25 years of guiding one of the best experiences of my life.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Say it again.
I was saying unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Mick, where can people find out more information about you?
Yes, certainly. www.headingbush.com, or through your local travel agent, your wholesaler, or your inbound agent.
Creativity changes the everyday. Creativity is beautiful. Creativity is active. Creativity is freedom. Alpha NEX5 debut.
Sony.